And it's Empty Bottle Chronicles, EBC for short.
What we do, bro?
Live and live.
What we do?
We back. You know what I'm saying? We do everything. We talk about topics from pop culture to politics.
What's up, little man?
To current events. Hey, what's going on?
Okay.
How you doing?
What's up? How you doing, baby?
We're a kid-friendly show as well. You know
we're
what
not.
I'm saying?
We're not
ages 5 to 55. You know what I'm saying?
We're not kid-friendly.
Hey, so, where we at? All right, introducing ourselves. So, yeah, this is Empty Bottle Product. Bro, I can't talk right now.
This is Brandon.
Like,
he's the host.
We're drunk right now.
With the Lestis. And then we have a special guest on the show. Twitter famous, Instagram famous.
Instagram famous, you know what I'm saying? One of my good friends from elementary school.
I'm excited.
No. So she always posts controversial things.
There you go. Get it out.
So we've had her on the podcast as a special guest. Go ahead, Jasmine. What's up? What's your name?
Jasmine.
Okay, Jasmine.
Just go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about what you're Twitter famous and Instagram famous for.
First off, I'm neither one of those famous.
I beg to differ.
You're not Instagram famous?
I have a lot of followers.
Okay, how many followers? First off, let's just ask that.
16,000.
I'm not counting.
Is it multiple thousand? Hey, in your followers.
No, I don't.
You do have a K.
No, I don't. Pull it up right now.
Oh, Betty White.
Okay, well, go ahead and introduce yourself.
She's a liar.
I'm Jasmine again.
Okay.
I'm a makeup artist, hairstylist.
Model?
Yes.
For Playboy?
No.
Not Playboy, but that last picture was damn near, hey.
Oh my God.
Shit, hey. That made my blood start rushing. Hey, but Jasmine, she's going to be a special guest on the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm the co-host. I'm sitting over here today, CK, and then my boy L
on
Wood.
the end over here.
I'm L Wood, you know what I'm saying, in my regular spot, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to get this thing popping, you know what I mean?
Yeah, up to no good, you know what I'm saying?
What's going on?
So we got a good friend of ours, Jasmine, on the podcast tonight. Very famous, very pretty. And, tell us what you do.
Single, too.
Single, too. Tell us a little bit.
Slide into the DM.
Tell us a little bit about what you do. You know what I'm saying? What do you publicize?
You do makeup, right?
What do you say you specialize in?
As far as makeup and hair?
Right.
I specialize in making women feel pretty.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
So do you feel like any woman can be pretty?
Yes. Anyone.
Definitely. With your help, though.
No, they don't need my help to be pretty. They're probably already pretty.
Probably.
So you just add the finishing touches then.
I guess you can say that.
Okay.
Okay, well.
Where do you do makeup at?
Smashbox, so I travel.
Okay.
So I don't stay in one place.
Okay, so you travel to the people to do their makeup, or?
I do that, and I travel to Ulta and Sephora.
Ooh, okay. Wow. Established.
But you also do hair, is what you were saying as well.
Yes, that's more of a part-time. I travel, but I am licensed.
Hair as in weave? Or
yeah.
hair as in natural hair?
I do both.
No, both? Okay. Well, I mean, these day and age, you kind of have to differentiate, which one you do, weave or natural, because these days, honestly, sometimes I can't tell.
Somebody need to do Brandon shit. That damn shit. Hey, your shit a little weird.
My shit nice, bro.
This shit pulling out, boy. This shit pulling out.
Set it off, ass.
My shit nice, bro. I set it off. Shampoo and condition weekly, niggas.
You got a hair tie around your shit.
What does that mean? I use recently I was using Suave Professional.
You need a miracle.
But I
you need a miracle around his shit.
You said Suave Professional.
What's that mean?
Honey, no.
No? It's professionals. Professionals use it.
Bro, we need to help you.
So what's wrong with Suave Professional? First off, I want to hear this first.
You do not use Suave Professional.
What do you use?
Not Suave.
No, bro.
What's wrong with Suave Professionals? First of all, nigga, you've been using cocoa butter in your shit. You run some water and cocoa butter through your shit.
Why are you lying?
And brush it out and think you the shit.
I don't brush my shit at all.
I could tell. So anyway, moving on.
You lying, bro.
Okay, but all right, let me just get this out. Let me just get this out the way. I think honestly, for women, who overly use makeup or use weave, they're hiding something.
Jasmine, what do you feel? Do you feel? Yeah, she feels something.
Yeah.
So I'm hiding something.
No. So do you wear weave and makeup both?
You think this is mine?
No.
You think I grew this?
I'm not. He don't get mad. He said he said it. So he's asking. I mean,
let's start the debate then.
Oh,
here we go.
Right.
So You go.
Okay. Well, I personally think I'm saying if you're such an advocate of makeup and everything, why not use your natural beauty for your Instagram fame?
Or do you think? Brandon,
do you think you have to use makeup to
cover
up
to be beautiful?
Exactly.
Right.
Okay. First of all, let's rewind here. When I first started cosmetology school, I hated makeup.
Bet.
So you never wore makeup before?
Never wore makeup.
Okay.
In high school, never wore makeup. I didn't wear makeup until a few years ago.
Okay. So why'd you start using makeup then, if you don't mind?
Because I started playing in it, but now I can't stop.
So it was just fun to play in? You don't think you needed to be beautiful?
No.
But do you think that some girls do need it to hide some of the blemishes, hide, some of those unattractive features that, more men are going to look at you more if you hide them.
I don't think they're hiding it. I think they use it because everyone else is doing it. So everyone's wearing makeup
because
now.
Everyone else is.
So let me wear makeup. Everyone's contouring. Let me contour. Everyone has weave. Let me wear weave.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think it's a lie? Like if we go out, so we going out after the podcast. Of course, y'all know we go out after the podcast. So let's say we go out and we see So let's say we see a girl who looks beautiful out tonight, but she has makeup, the weave. You know what I mean? Everything, the whole package. Is she really beautiful, or is that makeup making her look beautiful?
I mean, you haven't said a word to her, so how do you know if she's beautiful or not?
I mean, beautiful on the inside. I'm talking about beautiful on the outside, though.
Right.
That's up to you to determine about what you're attracted to. Honestly, I don't think it really matters.
But I mean, confidence is definitely. I feel like it starts on the exterior more than anything. Like you have to look in the mirror and feel comfortable with what you see before you go out and feel like anybody else can look at you. And
nobody says,
"Oh,
but
everyone sees something.
Yeah, I can look at you and say you're a great person."
Yes,
Adriana, your friend Adriana actually has something to say.
Yes.
Come up here. Let's hear it. We got Adriana on the podcast. Come on, say something.
So like, first ask her, does she wear makeup and weave?
Do you wear Adriana?
I
do you
sure
wear
do.
Which one? Both?
So, absolutely.
Okay.
And
do you feel like you need that to be beautiful? Then?
Absolutely not. But if I choose to do it, that's my choice.
Yeah.
And who's to say that I'm not beautiful with or without my makeup?
No.
Or
We're
without
not
my
saying no. We're not saying you're not beautiful without it. We're just asking, like, guys. There are some guys in the world who feel like it's false. It's a lie for women to wear makeup and weave, and then us to think, okay, she has pretty long hair, she has beautiful skin, but she really doesn't.
If that's the case, and that's not the guy for me.
Okay, Kylie Jenner, do you think she's beautiful?
Yeah, she's basic.
She's basic, but have you seen her before she got all the shit done?
What's going on, Bob?
Did you think she was beautiful then?
She's still basic.
You are tripping. She was not cute before she had all that shit.
She was a man.
But that's your opinion.
So you think she was beautiful?
To anybody else.
Yeah,
right. So you're
There's
not
somebody in the world for everybody.
Exactly.
But you think she was beautiful?
I think that she was.
So you date her?
You think that she was? You didn't say you thought she was beautiful. You said you think that she was her.
So I'm asking you a real question. You gotta be honest on this podcast. Be honest.
I am
100.
You gotta take a shot.
Yeah.
I'm not to judge whether she's beautiful or cute or not.
No.
It's in your personal opinion. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Exactly.
What's your opinion?
I'm the beholder of my eye.
So I don't think she's anything.
Okay, so here's my thing. Listen to this.
Okay,
Check this out. If I see a chick, and if I were single, and I see a chick with makeup on, I don't know what I could judge off of because she is already kind of deceived.
You're saying she's covered it.
She's covered all the blemishes and everything. So she's not her natural self.
This is the
so
thing
when we wake up,
exactly,
she's not gonna look like that. If she takes a shower and washes her face, this is not who I'm getting with.
So
go
ahead.
So
you're only getting.
But I will. Okay, wait.
So if you meet a girl out tonight at the bar or something, you can only judge on what she looks like.
Only thing.
You can't judge by what
exactly.
Technically, you only trying to take her.
So if she has
so you wouldn't date anybody you meet at the bar?
Absolutely not.
Are you serious?
I'm so serious.
So you could meet a great guy at the bar
Okay.
and you wouldn't date him?
I'll play devil's advocate here, just saying that, of course, one instance in meeting somebody is not going to fully determine whether or not this person is going to be the one that I'm going to be with for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? And of course, women want to wear makeup and to look their best when they go out. But would you say that women don't go out to get chose on? You know what I'm saying? They put on all these airs,
Right.
put on the weave, put on the
Right.
nails,
Wait.
take pictures on Snapchat
Jasmine
with
is-
the filters and
Jasmine's
shit.
single.
Filters.
That's
So
what I'm
Jasmine-
saying.
so you
They'll
single.
put on all these faces, all these filters, all these airs to try and look more appealing to their
guys.
audience, which most of the
I ain't
time
gotta
is
say
men.
nothing. My boy B got everything.
I just think that
Who's
Shout out
my
P. Diddy.
audience?
you're posting the picture for somebody. I mean, social media, you're not just posting the picture like, oh, I
But
feel
you
good
said
about this
women
picture.
get pretty to go out to get chose and use filters to get chose. I'm not seeing the correlation.
So pause real quick. So Jasmine, you're single, right?
Yes.
So you want to be single forever?
No.
So you would, if a great guy like me came into your life, you would want. No, all right, I'll rewind that. If a great guy came into your life, gentleman, had his shit together, you would date him, right?
At this time in my life?
Right.
No.
You wouldn't date a great guy who came into your life right now.
No, because I'm not ready for a great guy right now.
So then you wearing makeup and weave is purely for your own
For yourself.
self-image,
Besides work,
respect
it's
and
purely
so-
for me. Because all of my jobs require me to look like this.
But
all
what
of
does
them.
it? But besides your job,
Yeah.
what does looking like this do for you?
I mean, I enjoy putting on makeup. I enjoy doing my hair nice. I enjoy all
But
of that.
after all that's done, who is it for?
Me.
But
honestly, to be truthful, I wear makeup twice a week out of the 7 days. The other 5 days, I am bare.
I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Well,
I didn't
Yeah,
know.
no,
and-
you're
and
fine.
That's a lot that most women can't say, because
What?
I honestly think there's a lot of women out here that are running around looking like, you know what I'm saying, gremlin.
Hold on.
And they gotta cover some stuff up. You take them
we
swimming one time and
But we touched on one thing about filters, and I'm sorry to say, Jasmine, I do follow you. I've never seen a picture on
Yeah.
Snapchat
You never have.
without a filter.
Nah,
So
you
if
probably
you're
never
not
have.
looking for a guy,
Maybe one or two.
if you're not really, why do you use a filter then?
Because I like filters. I don't not do it just
Because,
I'm
no,
like, oh, I'm worried about people
because
think.
you can't have a picture of yourself out there looking like
Right. If you don't
what you
care-
don't approve of.
Exactly.
But honestly, a lot of what I post is for my audience, which is women and what I do. So I'm not really people like how I market myself is people are like, oh, I want to go to her. Jasmine's face is always beat. That's
Okay.
money.
Okay, that's money.
Okay.
Okay.
In
I
that
can
sense,
go
that's a
for
marketing.
the-
That's a marketing.
Okay.
Jasmine always looks good.
Jasmine,
She can
can
do
I
my
ask you
hair.
a-
Like,
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
It's not related to the makeup. Who took that picture of you with the no clothes on, the damn near nude?
Erica
curious.
through her lens.
It was a
Shout
girl.
out to her. Yes.
That,
Everyone
I
go
didn't
see her.
that
She's
shit.
the greatest photographer in Indy.
Yeah.
Can I
My
take
hair
the
ain't
next
long enough for that,
Oh
so
my God.
hey, you know what I'm saying? But hey, I just think that sometimes, you know, if a woman is wearing too much weave or too much makeup, you know, you can't ever get to know the real her, because you know what I'm saying? Like my man Dominique said, once you wake up to her the next day, that's a completely different person that you meet.
Yeah.
Not all women, though.
So not all
Most
women,
women,
but
Because
yeah,
makeup is made to
But-
enhance you, not necessarily cover up everything.
okay.
But here's my thing. Personally, my girl don't wear makeup. She does wear weave, but it's the braids.
It's the
thing.
braids.
It's the braids thing.
She's
So-
beautiful either way.
So, but here's the thing though. When I go to sleep with her, she looks the exact same when I
When
wake
she
up.
wake
with
up,
her.
because the braid's still
But
in.
Because the
She
braid's
is,
still
she
there,
don't wear
and there ain't
makeup.
no makeup, so she
Man.
ain't going to the bathroom, wiping stuff off, and putting away her. You know what I mean? Like I'm honest. Like my girl, she has a little bit of pimples and things like that elsewhere, but guess what? That's what I agreed to. That's what I wanted. I thought
So
she was
one
beautiful
day,
like
if
that.
she wanted to cover those pimples, that's her decision. It's not going to make her look.
But
any
he
different.
knows what she looks like
I'm
with
I'm
the
not saying nothing.
pimples.
I'm not saying nothing. B, take it over.
But
Yeah,
I will
take it
say
over.
this conversation has given me a different kind of perspective on
Right.
it, and I will approach a woman differently next time I see her wearing all that, you know, whatever you call it, beat up face. However y'all say it. If she got a beat up face, you know, I won't be so quick to judge her. But I think that women should try and use their natural beauty more often. So
Well, that's fine.
That
You-
way,
you
the
can be
people
team
that approach
natural.
them, I am team natural. You know what I'm saying?
So I'll add the finishing touches before we go to a break. I think that a girl wearing makeup, I
Oh my
think that
God.
it shows that, you know, they put forth effort to be beautiful. You know, they did their thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like it. I think that, like Jasmine says, she wears it twice a week. I think that's perfect. You know what I mean? You can wear it 2, 3, 4 times a week. Every day is where I have a problem. I need to see your natural self. I need to love you because you're natural. You know what I mean? So I'm going to end it before we go to the break with that. Don't wear that shit every day.
Yeah. We're going to take this break. We're going to take a couple more shots. We're going to come back. We're going to come back. And we back.
Whole lot of gang shit.
Live with a whole lot of gang shit. Book gang. You know what I'm saying? We just ended off the break talking about, women and their whole
weave and makeup,
the facade they put on,
the mask they put on.
Okay, let's move on. I'm just playing.
The Halloween costume they put on there.
But you did bring up a good song that came out this week by Skittles. By Eminem.
Yeah, it came out last weekend. Yeah, he's a goofball, isn't he? Anyway, Eminem and Beyonce did put out a song last weekend called "Walk on Water." I think everybody's heard it here. Yep. Very, very intense song, very powerful. Eminem came out with basically a song saying that, celebrities and artists that are in such a high light, given such this high regard, they're given so much pressure to put out great content all the time that sometimes it affects what they actually create. So I honestly think, for Eminem, for Beyonce, their fan base, it is hard to just put out whatever content you think could possibly, you could put out for the benefit of your music and stuff like that. Yeah. So I just want to put it down the line here in the podcast. What do you think about this?
What did the lyrics say, Brandon?
So basically, the song starts out with Beyonce bringing in the chorus. I walk on water.
All right.
Are you hating? No. Do you want to start this flaming session this soon?
She's trying to flame me.
Because I didn't. No, but so basically. Okay. But so basically, Beyonce starts out, she's saying, I walk on water, but I'm no Jesus. I walk on water, but only when it freezes. And obviously, we know Beyonce is one of the greatest R&B singers in the world, in the history of R&B. I honestly think that there's some truth to it.
Check this out. It's like, don't get me wrong. I don't want to make celebrities in the music industry feel that they are more than human, but that is their job. Their job is to make music that appeases the mass, meaning that you have to make music that you can't make music that you just like and then nobody else like, because then, that's not your job. So it's like, for me, you have to think about your audience in mind in everything that you do.
But it goes beyond music as well. So just seeing them in
I'm talking. The public eye. The full package. You have to. The thing is, with music, those type of celebrities, you have to be able to live what you are rapping or singing or writing about. You know what I'm saying? With athletes, they don't have to worry about that. With movie stars, they don't have to worry about that. But if you rap and say that I got 8 bitches working with me all the time, then you gotta find 8 bitches to walk around with you all the time.
No,
that's the music industry.
No.
Okay, what do you have to say about that?
First of all, a lot of celebrities get famous because they're making songs that they loved. They don't get famous by making songs that people love because they don't know people first. So what happens is a lot of celebrities start making songs about shit that they don't even like just because the crowd or the audience loves it. So I don't believe they have to make songs that people like. It's about them because they're the ones writing the songs.
But how do you stay relevant?
But exactly. You have to create content for your fan base. Eminem obviously grew a fan base based on his controversial lyrics, based on his, outlandish look. You know what I'm saying? He was a crazy person to people at first, even to other artists in the industry.
Crazy as hell.
But then, say he comes out with a very sensitive, like he made a song with Rihanna. What was that song?
I hate that song.
You hate that song?
I hate
because
because
it's Eminem, right? And because the music that he created before that.
I hate the way you lie. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. On, but before that, you got I'm Slim Shady, I'm the real Shady, all the other Slim Shady. You know what I'm saying? Like,
or nowadays, everybody wants
to talk. And that's when he was himself.
Never comes out when they move the lyrics.
Okay, I'm sorry. Are y'all done?
All right, we're done. Go ahead, Jasmine.
I'm just saying that's the music he made when he was himself doing what he wanted to do, and then the media got to him. Then he started like, when the hell would Eminem and Rihanna ever be together? That's a weird ass duo.
But I'll say this, because the music that he did make before, he's come out and say that was just a show. Like in his song Stan, he said, like, come on, dude, that was just a fake. Like, how fucked up is you? You know,
he was talking about slitting his wrist.
Yeah, he was like, I say that shit intentionally in songs just to, you know what I'm saying? So that might not be the real him, but based on the audience that he's grown, the audience that he's, you know, brought in, now anything else that he creates that's not like those first songs that he made is now he's making bad music.
And Jazz, I just think that song right there, Stan, just shows, like, he was just showing how his fans relate to him and hold everything that he says as truth. So it's just like he can't alter from that, because he has a true fan base that is literally listening to his every word. That's just like, I mean, well, damn, if Eminem's doing it, then fuck it. That's what I'm doing. And so that's why I'm just saying, this is kind of just, this song that he wrote is just kind of contradicting to kind of everything that he's kind of just been on about. You know,
but I feel like Beyonce, if you listen to her 10 years ago, listen to her now, her music all sounds the same now. She's not the same Beyonce. I do not like the Beyonce now. I like the Beyonce from 2008. So
you ain't like 4? The album 4? Love on Top? Party? Countdown?
I'm just saying all of the albums she makes now sounds the exact same. Everything sounds the same because it's what the media likes. I would love to have the old Beyonce, the Say Yes Beyonce, the Destiny's Child Beyonce. She doesn't even sound the same vocally.
Charles,
but it's because of the media. It's not because of her.
Charles, do you have anything to add in on that?
He's on Snapchat. Who was that?
I'm talking to the group chat on Snapchat, bro.
Oh, okay.
Song touched me, though.
So
it touched you. Hold on. This is deep.
It touched me, bro, because it, like Brandon said, it means that rappers and stuff, they can't come with their best every time. But these people, I feel the same way about rappers as I do the NFL, as I do the NBA. You're getting paid millions. You need to come with your best every time.
I agree.
There's no slacking. There's no slacking. There's no half doing it.
I agree. But at what point do you think that artists are putting themselves behind their what do you want to call it?
What do you want to call it?
I don't know how to say it. Their character. I'll say their character.
I'll say for $1 million, you need to be doing some shit different.
You need to be doing
if you are not trying, if you are not stressed and you're making $1 million, then you ain't making $1 million the right way. I ain't made $1 million. You know what I mean?
But if you were offered $1 million on a contract, a year, or whatever, but you had to completely change how the public viewed you. Okay, that's to us who never made $1 million.
Who you are is not who the public views you as.
Exactly.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
You are the public views you as what you show them.
No.
Exactly.
Yes, but that doesn't mean that that's who you really are.
Exactly. I mean, it's hard.
That's the argument here.
Hold on. And my thing is,
he just said that rappers have to live what they say. Moneybagg talks about fucking 3 bitches at the same time. So therefore, when you see him, you're gonna think he has 3 bitches with him at the same time.
But rappers also talk about what's happening, little bro. Hey, rappers also talk about selling drugs and stuff at this point.
So therefore, they're still selling drugs.
No, they don't. They just talk about it because they have.
But that's the content that But some rappers haven't even sold. But he raps about it.
We will not come for Drake.
But he raps about it. He's rapped about it.
That's my favorite.
He's rapped about it.
He's not selling drugs.
But he has to still rap about it.
Okay, but he has.
So
he gives the impression that.
But who are y'all to say he didn't sell drugs? Y'all don't know
Degrassi. What the fuck?
He was on Degrassi in a wheelchair.
He got shot.
He was rolling
in a wheelchair,
selling dime bags.
So you know a drug dealer that's in a wheelchair? You bought weed from a drug dealer in a wheelchair.
Hey, my dude, Crazy Legs off of Don't Be a Menace. You know what I'm saying? But I just personally think that, you know what I'm saying, people that are held in such a high light, in the limelight, you have to watch everything you say, even outside of music, because, you know, everything that might be shown on social media, that might be shown, you know what I'm saying, anywhere.
Man. What comes great, anything. If you have a great audience, then you're going to have a great responsibility. So if you don't want people to look at you in this particular light, then you have to go ahead and not live that.
Okay, but listen to this. Speaking specifically about Eminem, his first LP, he's talking about locking bitches in the trunk, slitting their throats.
That was
all it is.
One.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
His early career.
Exactly.
I
see what you're saying, trying to say, but
I think that we put a lot on celebrities in total just to be perfect. They're not perfect, but they're getting paid millions of dollars to do what they do and also be role models. So I feel like they should take that, embrace it, and do that. But we do got to move on to lightweight of the week. Lightweight of the week.
Lightweight of the week.
I think that's me, Brandon, and Logwood.
Yeah,
you
don't know
on
about
to what lightweight of the week
is. This mine?
It's yours. It's something, bro. That's yours.
I think this is mine because I had
three
three cups.
You're so scared to drink. But lightweight of the week is something like donkey of the day. If you listen to the Breakfast Club, people who do stupid shit during the week and they need to be not recognized for it, but look down upon for it. Look down.
It needs to be known that these people are out here in the world calling themselves citizens.
Yeah, right.
Because
no. Yeah. Do you listen to the Breakfast Club?
No.
Okay, that's why you don't understand. So look, there's people that do stupid stuff. Look, he's playing 3 minutes. So look, there's people that do. We got a minute apiece to go through this and get it over with.
Yeah.
So my person is Latrell Lee. He's a football player for Tennessee State. He had a scholarship. College paid for it. You know what I mean? And he punched his coach twice, knocked him out. Got expelled from the university.
I saw that video. That was mean.
You seen that?
Yeah.
So to me, college is expensive. We all went to IU, all four of us. Yeah. We know that it's bullshit education for expensive price. You know what I mean? They got Asian teachers that can't speak English. What I mean? But we paid for it.
Hell yeah.
So, I'm sorry. He got expelled, though. He got expelled. He loses his scholarship. He won't play football at Tennessee State.
I bet he'll get picked up by another team real quick.
He knocked out a coach.
And if he was any good, shit.
All right, who's your lightweight of the week?
My lightweight of the week goes to R&B singer Tyrese, who has been. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a good argument about this. We're gonna have a good argument about this because Tyrese, as everyone is known, has been in the media for his, I guess, child support settlement, or crying over his daughter, doing the most on social media. And recently he came forward and said that his recent outbreaks on Instagram and all his videos and stuff he posted was due to his prescription drug dependency. So
shit, I ain't know that.
Yeah, that's pretty big. So that's who I'm gonna give lightweight of the week to.
So who I'm gonna give lightweight of the week to Jocelyn Hernandez, who came
for Cardi B.
Yeah.
Yes, you did not come for Cardi B. You did not come for Cardi B.
I just think that's kind of. I just think that's just kind of how. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, y'all might disagree with this. You know what I mean? But fuck it. I just think that's just how women are. As soon as they see another woman on top and they really doing their thing and they rap career not coming off the ground, it's just like, okay, well, let me go ahead and grab on her coattail. And shit, and
drag along.
Maybe I can pull, and I get up there too. But I mean, shit. Like my nigga Charlamagne said, shit. I don't know what the fuck she was saying throughout the whole thing. Yeah, I really sat there and tried to listen. Like I tried to listen, but it was like I don't know, bro.
Yeah. But we're gonna come back and give a little more on that and see who you think should get lightweight of the week.
Send it to us.
Honestly, we want you to vote on Twitter. Yeah. Hit us up on Snapchat, Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Email, myspace.com.
MySpace is still open.
Somebody AOL Live. Who got AOL still? You do? All right.
Stephon still got it.
We're going to link that up, and we're going to come back and see who you want to be lightweight of the week. So we're going to be right back.
Shit coming back.
Exactly.
Stay
tuned. Keep it locked. We're going to take some more shots.
I hope you're not with your girl.
Like the host was trying to say, we're going to take some more shots, and we're going to be right back. All right, we back at it like a crack at it with bad habits. You know what I'm saying?
It's
not us, but we on a lot of this L. So we're going to bring it right back to the EBC podcast. You know what I'm saying? We dropped it off talking about Eminem and his new song with Beyonce. We were talking about lightweight of the week.
Yeah, but we finished that, bro.
But we finished that too.
This is what I was trying to talk about.
What were you trying to talk about?
So we all talked about at the beginning. how Jasmine was,
Twitter
Instagram, Twitter famous.
Yeah.
She posts a lot of controversial
Mm-hmm.
stuff that men might not agree to,
Yeah.
but women agree to, and
Yeah, I'm
stuff
gonna bring
that
up.
women
I'm
agree
gonna bring
to
up one
and
of the
men might
tweets.
not
Right.
agree to. So the one that I'm gonna
Adriana.
Oh, don't call your friend now.
I need Adriana.
Hold on, real quick. We want to hear your point of view. So, women want to grow. This is something she posted.
Right.
So, women want to grow with a man. Men want to finish growing before they get with a woman. One of the many disconnects. I think that is a disconnect, but it sounds like that disconnect is something you feel like shouldn't be a disconnect. You feel like men should want to grow with a woman instead of making sure they are their perfect self before getting with a woman.
Okay, so I agree with both sides. I'm like 80% more on the men's side, so which means that I agree with the quote, but 20% of me wants to say that if I'm everything that you possibly need and want, and you pass me up because you want to grow on yourself, I feel like that's bullshit.
But if a man is still growing, how does he know that you're everything he needs and wants?
What?
If he's still growing.
When you see something that you want, you're gonna know that's what you want. You shouldn't have to second guess it.
But what if you don't know if that's what you need?
Yeah, that might be what you want.
Are you that immature to where you don't know what you need?
Nobody.
No, I know what I need. I give myself what I need. You know, all I know is survival. That as a man, that's all I've ever known. So, you know, the woman to me is just something to supplement.
And I think that Brandon hit it on the head right there. He said, as dudes, we only learn how to survive. And that's what I'm saying. And it's just, we learn how to make it through each day by day. We not the type of people that...
Oh, we got a hand up.
Hold on, Dominique, finish your statement.
I'm
You
saying,
can come up here and sit right
we not
here.
the type of people that will figure out kind of, you know what I mean, what we want and everything. No, we just trying to survive and get through the next day. And so that's what I'm saying. But obviously, Adriana has a strong viewpoint.
I'm gonna stand right here. Wait till
Introduce yourself and go ahead.
Okay, I'm Adriana. Hello, how's it going?
Betty.
So my statement is, guys want to feel like they've grown in order to be in a relationship. However, you should never get to a point in your life where you're done growing. So for me personally, that's a bullshit ass statement because you're always going to be continuing to grow. For example, also you have to experience that bad relationship in order to determine what you do and what you don't like. So unless you experience it, you won't ever know. That doesn't work for me.
So what if you are my bad experience?
That's fine.
Then leave me, nigga.
But
Bye.
But you need to experience that bad experience. If I'm not for you, that's great.
Hold on,
but
Stephon, man. You look. Come over here. Come here, Stephon. Come here, Stephon. You got this. You got the mic. No, Stephon.
Bro.
Here you go.
You got it, bro. Go ahead. I don't know.
Talk loud, bro.
So I'm
Say it with your chest.
gonna be devil's advocate
Okay.
for that.
Mm-hmm.
So say that I experienced a bad relationship at 20.
Okay.
At 20, I don't think anybody knows what they want. They shouldn't
Right.
at that age. So what's bad at 20 is not to say that's bad at 24, 25.
Okay. True.
Right.
So-
True.
so-
Facts.
When do you fully know what you want and what you don't want?
I don't think you ever get to a point where you decide what you do and don't want because you're always continuing to grow and to learn about yourself.
Wait.
So today I might learn that I don't like the color purple. Tomorrow I might evolve and feel like the color purple is
But-
Purple is shitty.
Well, in a relationship though, you think that in a relationship that you will keep growing? I feel like after a certain time in a relationship, you should know what you want, what you don't want, what you look for in a partner, what you don't look for in a partner.
Like when you married.
But when you're married, you both should be growing.
You're
Not
still
just
growing when you're
still
married. You don't
growing.
stop because
You don't
you're
stop
married.
growing because
No.
you're married. You're also your own self. So what you decide to do and don't like should
Okay.
not stop because you're
If
married.
I marry you today and in 10 years you're still the same nigga,
Same
that's
person,
a
that's a
problem.
problem. That is
but
a
what
problem.
if okay, using that logic, so what if you both get together knowing that, okay, we're gonna grow together. Say you grow together and find out
We don't like
each other or not.
Well,
the person.
But that's okay.
Then you wasted all this
You
time.
didn't waste any time
Nah.
because you learned
Okay.
yourself.
Okay,
you
but
learned
say-
what you do and don't like, and
okay,
you
but
learned
say
something
you
else
meet-
about somebody else.
Say you meet when, like you saying, like when Stephon said you're 20, 25. Okay, say you're 25 and you're together trying to grow, putting up with all this stuff that normally you wouldn't put up with another female.
Okay.
You get to what, age 40 maybe, thinking that this person was everything you wanted and you're gonna grow with them, and then you find out that was not the person you wanted. Now you are 40 plus.
And starting over. Go for it.
That's fine.
That's putting yourself at a disadvantage.
How?
Because the statistics for it, honestly, you're not gonna find somebody at the same age that wants the same thing.
It ain't gotta be the same age. But how the hell y'all gonna know what y'all want if y'all never try?
Exactly.
Just wondering.
You never tried it, but you want me to understand. You know what you want. Okay.
So check this out. Check this. Okay, that's different. No, but here's my thing, though. We talk about wasting time and everything, but I feel like you have to grow. I am agreeing with y'all. You need to grow with somebody, but you don't know where you're going to grow to, and that's all. And that's all
okay as long as you both have the understanding that we are going to continue to grow. And I might get to a place where I don't like you or I don't want to be with you. That's fine. People have the right to change their mind. But people have the right to change their mind. I have the right to decide that I'm not that into you anymore. That's my right. That's my growth.
And
I
hope my girl never turns into you. Because honestly,
that's some bullshit.
That's bullshit.
But your girlfriend are growing together right now.
But I'm also
are you not
to tell you that hey, this doesn't work for me anymore instead of staying.
Growing where?
You're not growing into nothing because you wouldn't be together.
We're growing together, and that's what I'm saying.
You're hoping that you're growing together.
And as of right, we can only live in the right now. We can't see the future.
Right.
So, and that's what I'm saying. As guys, that's how we think. We can only think is practical, and that's right now. And as of right now, yes, we're growing together. Yes, we have the same ideas. Yes, but women feel as if they can see the future. They feel as if they can peek behind the curtain.
So
go ahead, bro.
You know what? We've been on this too long. I think we all got out what we wanted to say. So this is the next question. And we'll start with Jasmine.
I thought he was going to the tweets.
Marriage is something we all have that goal. We all want a good job. We all want to get married. Some of us want to have kids, right? Not all of us, but some of us want to have kids.
Some of us already got them.
Would you?
You go.
Like Elwood already got it.
Yes.
Would you marry the last person you had sex with?
I'm not ready for marriage, so I wouldn't marry anybody right now.
So you wouldn't marry the last person you had sex with?
Right now, no.
Period.
No.
Bet. You. Would you marry, if he came back better than ever, would you marry that last person you had sex with?
To be honest, the last person I have sex with, we're good, so I would definitely marry him.
You would marry him?
Absolutely.
Even though the sex was trash? Bet. So you.
The sex is definitely not trash.
Elwood.
Yeah.
That's an easy answer for you.
Yeah, yes.
I know that's right. Dominate.
Okay, but let's go to you. Why would you have sex with someone that you
wouldn't marry?
Yeah.
So
hold on, you didn't answer the question, sir.
No, we was talking to you.
No, I didn't answer.
But you're still the same person. You got to answer too.
What's the question?
The question is, what's your favorite color?
The favorite color?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on to you.
So he doesn't have to answer it.
So right.
He the host.
What's your question?
I don't give a damn.
My question is going to you know, Jasmine. Okay, so why would you have sex with someone at the age of 20? 20.
My birthday is the Friday after next.
Okay, 23.
Happy early birthday.
So almost 23.
24.
Excuse me. Okay, so at the age of almost 24, why would you do that with someone that you don't see long term with?
Especially with
that
your
does
tweets.
wish.
Especially with your tweets.
So everybody that you have sex with, you gotta want to marry?
So you thinking sex is just for fun? Let's ask the question.
I'm not screwing people that I want to marry. I'm confused. Since when did sex and marriage become one in hand?
Well, so let me ask you a question.
Technically, sex was created.
Break that all the way down. Break that all the way down.
Wait a minute. So, Jasmine, I'm sorry. So, which religion do you identify with? No. I don't need you to talk extra. I just need you to answer my questions. Which religion do you identify with?
I'm a child of God.
Okay, so Christian?
Yes.
Okay, so in Christianity, they believe in
waiting until marriage.
Have sex until marriage.
Right.
So if you're gonna have sex before marriage, then you should it should be with someone you love, someone that you think of a long time.
Or you like.
Or you know what I mean?
Right, I think
or you plan. This ain't for you.
Okay.
So I'm just asking. I mean, you saying that you don't have sex with people you plan on being with for a long time.
I don't think that's what she said.
No, I didn't say that.
I'm asking her. I'm not saying that's what she's saying. I'm asking you a question.
That's what it sounds like.
That's not what she said. Just to like.
What did you say, Jasmine?
First of all, you guys are saying marriage. That's a lifetime commitment.
Okay.
It's not a lifetime. You can get divorced.
Honey, bye. If you get married to get divorced, that's a problem.
Let me say something though.
That's a waste of money.
Most people who get married get divorced.
That's a problem.
Where'd you find that at?
Charles.
But Jasmine, here's my thing. If you're going into it, like right now, if you meet a guy and you like him and everything like that, and you decide to have sex with him, like you said,
that doesn't mean I want to marry him.
You're right. That's your business. There's no one else to judge. But you are going into it as, you know what, I don't see myself long term with him. So I'm offering up. I'm going to be like, okay, well, I'll do this with you. But after I'm done, I'm going to hit the curve. You're going to hit the curve. So it's like, what's the difference between you and a regular nigga on 42nd and Post?
See, no, I don't think that she went into it not seeing long term, but once that relationship developed, she realized that was not a long term relationship.
So they gotta have a good sex game before it can develop.
Wait, what? I'm not screwing anybody unless it's developed. I have
that's
morals.
what she said.
No, I said it's developed. I said that you said you didn't want it to be. You're not sure if it's marriage. I said she.
Hold on, B.
Because they're saying
Yeah.
So,
I don't want his ass back.
Okay.
I kick you off of this one. No. So basically, what you're saying. So you said you're not having sex with anyone until it's a developed relationship.
Y'all think I'm just out here fucking niggas?
But so what you're saying is marriage. I'm like, you could be dating someone for I don't know how long, and then you finally decide to have sex. Wait, you're interrupting me.
I sure am.
So you're saying that say you've met this guy, he's a great guy, you've developed this relationship, then you have sex and the sex is bad.
Sex is terrible.
Sex is terrible.
Sex can be fixed.
Sex can be fixed.
It sure can.
A woman can develop the sex to how she likes it.
I can teach you what I want you to do.
Okay.
Can I not?
But then that goes back to the question. But then that goes back to the question. You specifically said that you're not having sex with anyone you plan on getting married to.
No, that's not.
That is what she said.
She said the last person.
She said she's not planning on getting married. No, she said she's
marry him.
Wrap it up,
Adriana.
Look, as a host, we getting out of hand. This is getting controversial.
This is getting a little.
We're gonna battle this shit out later.
Oh yeah.
Off camera.
Exactly.
2 minutes.
We can go hands up.
Hi.
Off camera.
Hey, what's going on?
Romeo, how many minutes we got left after this?
2 minutes.
After this? 7? No, we got 10. So look.
Oh yeah, we got something for it.
We're gonna talk about something else on the relationship topic. We're gonna talk about cheating. No.
All y'all niggas cheat.
No, we got something special in store. We got something special in
because
store.
Women cheat hella.
Yeah.
So,
I ain't never cheated.
We ain't even gonna put them on the pedestal like that. We ain't gonna make them say that they've cheated. We know you cheated. So look, we're gonna ask what relationships are built off of. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Basically, besides looks, what are relationships built off of? What's the question, Brandon, that you posed?
I had a question that basically if looks were not a factor, say if you were blind,
Blind, Rachel.
what would you be going off of? Basically, at that
when we
point.
get back, we're gonna talk about that.
When we get back, we're gonna
Who's
talk
first
about
to talk about it? Let's go Jazz. Let's go Jazz. Because
y'all get on my nerves.
High school, I mean, she does.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Jasmine, what?
We're gonna keep taking these shots. We're gonna keep taking these shots. Me and Adriana gonna go over here and have a conversation.
What you got in your?
And we'll be right back.
Is CK back in the host seat with the most, right? I'm the most.
All right, so we back.
So look. So we're talking about relationship topics, same as before, but this topic was if you were blind, what would your relationship rely on?
Yeah.
So we've talked about sex. You know, you said you could teach your man how to have sex, how to please you. So if you're both blind, what do you look for in a man? What do you look for in your relationship? How do you make that still, you know what I mean, progress even though you both are blind without physical attraction?
Because I was about to say, a lot of times with our generation, with our demographic, people are basing their relationships solely, preliminarily off of looks.
Off just looks. You
don't even try.
No one dates someone they think is ugly, basically.
Actually, I know a friend.
Is she sitting over there?
She is. She's sitting right there.
She dates ugly guys.
No.
So then that still begs the question: if you're blind, what does your relationship rely on?
Trust.
Yes, but
we're blind. I need to be able to trust you.
Than a motherfucker. No,
you can't see me, nigga.
So put it like this:
we got two hands over there.
If you was blind and I was blind, you don't know what I look like.
Right.
So it's just down to conversation, right? I have to make you intrigued with conversation.
Right.
And then we date and you know what I mean? It'll just go off that, right?
It's always going to be loyalty and trust.
Loyalty. How do you know if someone is loyal before you date them though? You don't know that.
You said we're dating and we're talking, but we can't see each other.
Right.
Right. Through conversation, okay. I'm going to know if you're loyal to me or not.
Let's say this. Say you're the one that's blind.
Oh my God.
He's the one that's not.
I can see.
He can see me, so he knows whether or not I'm ugly or not.
Whether or not, but you don't know.
And you don't know who I'm cheating on.
He's obviously giving you enough to
right. If I'm blind and I think you're out here fucking bitches, then you're not. I can't trust you. If I fall because I'm blind and you don't catch me, I cannot trust you.
Okay. So my thing is, so you're saying if you're blind and the other person is blind, you build off that relationship with conversation, personality, and trust.
Yeah.
Okay, but say at this point in your life, you go blind. You happen to go blind. And all you've known up until this point is what you see initially.
I can't see.
I'm saying.
But before you could.
But now, say some tragic accident happened. No, you've never met. Say Charles.
So this is a new person.
No.
Why is he always the example?
I'm just saying, say you never, y'all said you'll have a history. So I'm saying, what if you had never met Charles, hypothetically, and you come across each other after you had some tragic accident, and, he's saying all the right stuff, but you can't see him. You don't know if he's
I would have to build that trust with him because I'm blind as fuck. I can't see. For example, Stevie Wonder, do you think he's going to walk into an empty stage? He needs a piano. He's going to trust that someone put the piano in the right fucking spot, right?
But a piano ain't going to cheat on him. So
the piano will fucking move. It has wheels.
But somebody's got to move it.
So he has to trust that y'all moved it in the right spot so he don't fall and bust his ass.
Listen,
so he's got somebody that we're not talking about Stevie Wonder.
Listen. I definitely see what Jasmine is saying, but that ain't got shit to do with a relationship.
Yes,
so I'm gonna bring it back to a relationship.
Okay.
And as a relationship,
are they not built on trust? Are they not built on trust?
In a relationship, most people don't build their relationship on trust.
Let me ask you a
question. What the hell is it built on?
Pause. So in a relationship, do you trust until a person gives you a reason not to trust them, or does a person need to gain your trust for you to even trust them in the beginning?
I have been fucked over a lot.
How about me?
I need you to gain my trust, and then until you break it, then I trust you.
Right. So someone needs to gain your trust first.
Only because of my history, and I've been fucked over a lot.
Okay. How about me? But yeah. So I see what you're saying. I'm the same exact way though. I think a lot of people live their life by I trust this person
automatically
until they give me a reason not to. Yeah. Me, I don't trust anyone until they give me a reason to trust them.
But if you're saying that you can't give somebody your trust off the first rip, then you have to be basing it on something else.
On looks.
No. Yeah, it is on looks
if you're not immediately giving somebody your trust.
You can base something off personality without being able to trust them, though.
I was going to say personality.
If someone has a beautiful, physical body, face, and also inside, even if it's for show, you get to know somebody, and soon as stuff comes up, in relationships, you know how they really are in certain situations.
So do you think that? So basically, do you think that everyone should be giving a chance until they prove themselves unworthy? Fuck it up.
I think that
whether it be trust, whether it be
based on physical features, you're attracted by physical features.
Exactly.
So,
Initially, yeah.
I mean, regardless, you're attracted by physical features. No girl says, "Damn, he busted, but he got a good personality." So I'm gonna give him a chance.
I think Adriana
I
over
know
here
a
is
friend.
actually. I think Miss Adriana over here.
I don't know, bro, because
She can have. Come on.
Jasmine might have a good,
you come
good
on
situation
here. You
too.
can tag me in. You had this. You had
Remember
this.
Chelsea?
What?
Oh.
Can we not go there?
No.
Girl, you don't want to know. Just sit down.
Oh, you don't know Chelsea?
Hey, B-White, you remember Chelsea, bro?
No.
Can we not?
Chelsea.
Reverend Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Hey,
Jasmine, you remember that?
Can we
Reverend
not?
Chauncey is family. Can we not?
He a cool dude, but I wouldn't have expected it from Jasmine.
So, Adriana, I mean, for you, obviously, Jasmine's made it clear
Don't be-
that looks are so important to you.
So the problem with that is whether you're blind or whether someone is attractive, that is still not enough. So whether I'm blind and I don't see him or whether I do see him, he's fine as hell. That's not enough for me. So for me, it's what is your conversation like? What can I learn from you? Are you a good listener? Do your actions match your words? Are you forgiving? Like, what is?
But
how
that's
do you
enough
view
for
family?
you. That's enough
So
for you to build something with.
Physical appearance doesn't mean shit to me if
It
I
mean-
can't learn
wait.
anything from you and we can't have a conversation.
But it doesn't mean something for the future. But physically does mean something for you to start something with.
No, because if I meet you and you're physically attractive, you're an asshole, conversation ended.
But how do you know if they're an asshole until you really get to know them?
Because you say dumb
I mean,
shit.
yeah.
Like,
But everybody
Yeah.
puts on their best airs when they first meet somebody. So, say somebody's saying all the right stuff to you, which happens often.
guys say the
People
right
even
shit
get
without
married
being like
not
that.
knowing who they married.
Okay.
So,
That's
say
true.
you're getting
So
to know
that's a
somebody.
sign you jumped into marriage prematurely, but okay.
I'm just saying that you know.
What the fuck you
It's
saying?
relevant to the conversation because you're saying that, you know, when you first meet somebody, even if they're busted ugly, you're giving them a chance based off of what you first heard from them, based off what you think
What
you
they've
can learn
shown
from
me.
them, what you hear from them. Because say you're blind, that's the whole thing.
Okay.
Okay, they're saying all the right thing. I could sweet talk you to death now. You know what I'm saying?
So you saying
But
guys
then-
never lie to you before?
I'm not saying that.
So guys never fake like they was something that they really not.
That's true.
Because I know a lot of guys that say they real, that say they honest, that don't
You know
cheat.
yourself?
None of the niggas on this podcast.
Please,
Wait.
fucking pause. Fucking pause. When have I ever lied or made it seem like I was not something that I am?
Oh, we got 1 minute.
Okay.
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
the 1
Trying to cut
minute.
that
Fuck the
She's
1
trying to cut
minute.
that off
You
real
know what I
quick.
mean? Let's give an explanation. Let's give you time for an explanation. What's up?
I don't have one.
I didn't think so.
Whatever.
So, back
But
to you.
basically, yeah.
Guys do lie, right? They
Okay.
do front like they something they're not.
Okay.
So they can't really show you in a short period of time that they're a good person, right? Especially if you're blind.
So my question then for you is just because let's say we're at a short period of time, why am I dating you? If we just met, we're friends. I'm not dating you.
Right.
So once
But-
I become your friend and once I realize that your actions don't match your words, or once I realize your conversation is not about anything, I now know not to date you.
But a nigga might have a game, put the game on you in one night, Netflix and chill, hit,
I can
bam.
do Netflix and chill.
Don't
So,
Netflix
try
and
again.
chill.
But he might sweet
He's
talk
not-
you into a
Not gonna
Netflix
happen.
and chill.
He can sweet talk me into not Netflix and
You
chill.
can
You're not
s-
coming to my house.
No,
But you might come to his.
Not happening.
No.
Not happening? You ain't gonna go to his crib?
No.
Not at all?
I'm just saying, anybody can get got.
That is fact.
Shit,
I
have
agree.
you got before, Brandon?
I've never got, but I've gotten getters. Or some get gotters. And I'll admit that because
You got some-
just
So-
as a male, we know how to do certain things. And
Not me.
What-
But you
So what
saying
certain
you lied
things
to
you
girls
admit
and got
you know
what
how
you
to lie?
wanted.
is this on? Is this on record?
This on record.
I'm
man.
just
on
saying,
camera.
I know, for certain things, you can definitely say what you want to, or say what they want to hear.
So you're
to get
lying.
what you
So
want out of it.
to
you're
end
lying?
this, to
I
end this
never
and start the shot seat for Jasmine.
Yeah, we gonna start.
What is something that you would say to a girl that you are
Oh.
sincere to? Just so girls can know that you mean serious business. What's a line or something that you would ask a girl
See, I don't.
that, what up, Jay Will?
You know
What's
him?
something? No, he looked like Jay Will.
Oh,
So what's something that you would say to a girl that you want something serious with?
Honestly, bro.
So they can know when you're serious and when you're not.
Honestly, I can't fully say that because there's only a certain amount of girls that I've gotten really serious with that I feel like I've said things out of pure
Bro,
emotion.
you're dragging this. We need realness.
No, bro, because
what's something that you would say? Yeah, but we're about to ask each individual this question, and we need an answer from you quick now.
Bro,
what's something?
We don't got time for all that. No.
Wow, that's what you on?
Yeah,
okay, look, we're gonna go to the shot seat because Brandon's bitch. So we're gonna go to the shot seat. We're gonna ask Jasmine a few questions. Adriana's.
We might ask her a few questions.
You're going to ask Jasmine a couple questions. We're going to try to put her in the shot seat, get her to take some shots, right?
Yeah.
Shots of holy juice.
Amen.
Shots of drunk juice.
Jesus would not appreciate that.
So,
because his holy juice was wine.
Y'all ain't got wine because me and Adriana.
We got wine. We don't got a wine opener.
Wine and canvas to be exact.
Betty Watt. Romeo, you got us for the shot seat? Let's do it.
It's everybody's favorite part of the podcast. You know what I'm saying? The shot seat.
Talk to him
Tonight
about
we got our special guest in the shot seat. And you know, in the shot seat, we're going to ask a couple random, very difficult questions to answer.
They're not random. Y'all picked them, so they're very
They're random to you, so you don't know.
You don't know.
So we're going to ask Jasmine the question. She has the opportunity to answer. If not, that's fine. It doesn't mean she's saying no.
No.
But she has to take a shot in order to get out of that question. So we're going to kick it off. Dominique, I believe you have the first question.
I got a question. Jasmine, we've been friends. We go way back. Way back.
We might even go way back more. But
well, I'm just saying. Yeah. And so there was a time where me, you, a couple of my other friends were very, very close. One of those friends in particular is Charles Kennedy. So back then, you two had type of a history.
What kind of history?
A history where you guys knew each other. Is there a possibility of you two ever being able to rekindle that history?
Possibly.
Possibly. I feel like that's kind of an open-ended answer.
It's yes, no, or shot. It's yes, no, or shot on the shot seat.
I mean, honestly, possibly is more towards yes.
So yes, no, or shot.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Okay, well, shoot, Charles.
Next
question, I'm gonna go ahead and hear it. I know Charles personally, maybe a little better than you, and I know this may be something that is a little more important. No. It doesn't have to be.
No. Go ahead, B.
Are all these questions all about Charles?
No,
they're not.
That's what I'm saying.
This question, I know he would ask you if you were to rekindle this.
How you know?
So, shut up.
Oh my God.
I just personally want to know. I'm sure every one of our viewers wants to know.
They don't give a damn.
If you let me answer the question.
Go ahead. It's about Charles.
Does your body count exceed the number of 10?
No.
No?
No.
Wow. Okay.
I can give you exactly what it is.
What is it?
What is it?
It's 1.
Whoa.
One?
Yes.
I might want to date you now. All right. Hey.
One?
He's ready to get up in that seat.
I don't have a question.
We got one more question.
No, I don't have a question.
You don't have a question?
No.
All right. Well,
that eliminates all questions.
We got to get her to take this shot. So
we got to get her to take the shot.
Y'all not gonna break me.
Sorry. What is your body counts at 1, so you don't have much experience. But what is your favorite sexual position? You know what? No. You're gonna answer that. Why don't you? Brandon, help me.
No.
My poor dad. You see this on Facebook?
Hey, if your body counts at 1, I don't think it's gas. You shouldn't be mad at that.
Is that an honest answer though?
That's.
Damn.
Can you reveal the name of that person?
Oh, no, she don't do that. I don't hear that shit.
No, I want her to take the shot.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, you guys all 3 know the name.
Yeah, we do.
What is it?
Take the shot. I don't want to hear that shit.
Charles doesn't want to hear it. But
No, just take the shot.
No, just take the shot. We don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
she gonna take this shot.
So I'm down with questions?
Yeah.
Take this shot.
I'm mad. This is the first time nobody's ever answered. Ever answered all the questions.
That was not an answer we was expecting to hear. One.
I told y'all.
I was expecting to hear double one. 11. I don't know why.
Well, that's all we got for you tonight. Unfortunately, it was a less eventful shot seat, but keep it locked to EBC. You know what I'm saying? We back every Saturday night. Watch us on Tuesday on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy CK. Very special guest, Jasmine and her friend Adriana.
Shout out your podcast. Shout out.
I'll let you go in here.
Come on, sit down. Shout out your podcast.
Start Somewhere, the podcast about entrepreneurship, investing in your passions, and living out your dreams.
When?
You can find me on Apple, SoundCloud, and Stitcher every other Monday.
Betty Wop.
Hey.
Okay.
And we out. We out of here.